Hello, Alan Bradshaw here again. We've been talking about Weebly, the web development tool, and I'm inside Weebly, and I'm inside, excuse me, the key part of Weebly, which is the Weebly editor. And when you first come into the editor, you'll see this button here at the top, Build, highlighted. But what I'm going to show you briefly in this video is another part of the editor, which is really a critically important part, and that is the Pages button here. So I'll click the Pages button, and here we are inside Pages. Okay, so what would you use the Pages part for? Well, actually, it basically comes down to three things. The first thing is for creating new pages, and I'll show you that in a minute. The second thing is for organizing pages. And the third thing is for adjusting your page settings. And these are really the main things. And the first two of them are the thing that you do by far the most often, creating the new pages and organizing your pages. Okay, so let's create a new page. Now, when you create a new page, what you have to do is you have to make sure that you click this blue button here called Add. You must do that, because if you don't do that, what you can find happening is you can find yourself changing a page that you've already made, and you might not want to do that. So make sure, so this is a really important tip, but make sure you click this blue Add button. So I'll click this Add button, and then that gives you a few options, a standard page, blog page, different kinds of page. You can set up a page with an external link, but I'm just going to show you just a standard page. This is what you'll mostly use. So I'll click on the standard page, and now you'll see that this has changed. It's changed on this around here. It's changed to Edit Page. So first things first, what you have to do is you have to give a name to your page, and this is what will appear in your navigation. Okay, so I'm going to call this page Courses. Okay, so we'll call this page Courses, and you can click this to hide the page in navigation, but I'll leave that alone just now. The layout, you've got a choice of layouts here. Usually you'll have a standard layout, and my standard layout on this is this one here with the tall header. So that's already selected, so I don't need to click that. And now if you want to go in to actually build that page, you would click this button on the bottom right hand side, which is called Save and Edit. So I'll click that button. And now what you'll find is you'll be back inside the build part of the editor, and you'll have your basically your website, but without any page content. Okay, so now you're back in build mode, and you would build your page in the normal way. For example, you might put a title in here. Title might be Courses at the Marie Trust, or something like that. And then you might want to add some text about those courses. As you see, I'm just using this drag and drop functionality, and you would go ahead and build your page in a normal way, and you could add pictures, slideshows, whatever you wanted to. So back to pages again. So here's our page called courses, and if you want to go ahead and now build your page, you click this save and edit button, and that will take you into the part of the editor where you can build your pages. So that's essentially the first key part of pages. It's creating pages, and then you can go and build and edit those pages. Now the second part of the pages part of the editor is to do with organizing your pages. Now the organizing part of it is very important, but it's also very, very simple. So you can see on the left hand side in this website, in the Marie Trust website, there's all these pages that have already been created. And you can also see that they have been organized in a certain way. For example, these are the kind of top level pages. There's a top level one called fundraising, and there's a top level one called step. And there are various things underneath, but you'll see them indented here. And that's quite important because these ones appear underneath. This is your main category that appears at the top, and these are the sub pages, if you like, the sort of level, next level down pages. So I'll just show you this. It's very, very simple. So it uses a drag and drop type facility. So where do we want this new page to go? Now, let's say, for example, I want this page to go in this section here. And essentially courses are related to skills development. So I'll move this, I'll literally take my mouse and I'll drag this up, and you'll see that this is now under this step heading here, and there it is. And that's exactly where I want it to be. Okay, so there's your page organized and where you want it to be. Now, if you go into your save and edit function now, and you go under the step, you'll see that these pages, these lower level pages, all show up underneath. It's all done automatically. And that's one of the fantastic things about Weebly, is that technically is relatively complicated, but you don't have to worry about that at all. It all happens automatically. Okay, so organizing your pages, that's one of the key things that you'll do. And you do that, and you can change these, the way you've got things organized, any way you want, the navigation of your website any way you want. All right, so that's organizing your pages. Now, the one thing that I haven't covered in this short video, I'll just talk about it just briefly, is the third thing, which is basically to do with setting up page settings. And you'll see that there's a part here which is called advanced settings. And if I hover over it, you'll see that it's a clickable link, and I'll click that. And you'll see then some new things appear on this kind of pages section here under advanced settings. Now, completing this is not essential, but it helps. And it helps with one thing really, and that is to do with search engine optimization. So what you can do is you can help people find your page, help people out there find your page by giving it an appropriate title, description, and some keywords. And basically this is where you would fill these in. So you could give, say for example, we could give this a title, we could talk about it, we could call it, and I often put the title in caps, skills development courses at the Marie Trust. Okay, so that's your title there. And then in the second one, I won't fill this one in, but basically it's almost like a subheading, and that's the way I think of it. Okay, so basically what this page is about, it's about skills development courses at the Marie Trust. Those might be two important keywords as well, these skills development courses, Marie Trust. And in the description, I would kind of broaden that out a little bit, give a little bit more. And in this bit, typically I wouldn't, I wouldn't have it in caps. I would just have it in sort of normal text. And then here, where it says meta keywords, well, what you need to do is you need to think about, well, what keywords do you want people to find? If people are searching for something, what keywords do you need in there? What are they looking for? A keyword is just simply a word or phrase that people put into a search engine like Google. Now that's really for another video. We'll talk a bit more about keywords, but essentially it's what people are searching for. So you need to think about that when you're creating a page. Well, what are the keywords? What are the keywords that apply to the page, and also the things that people are actually searching for? And you would put that in there. And that's pretty much it really with pages. So creating pages, organizing pages with this menu here, filling in these advanced settings and your keywords. That's it. It's really quite simple. So that's the pages function. And I hope you enjoyed this video, and please check out the other videos, and good luck with all your Weebly web development. It's a great tool. Okay, thanks and bye for now.